When someone is rude to you out of the blue, it can be incredibly jarring. And while negative zodiac traits are often traits that you may feel completely justified in having, others can interpret these traits in a more judgmental way. Sometimes people can be nasty, but it's worth understanding why so that you can potentially avoid it in the long run. The bad side to your zodiac sign is often reflected in others, and not necessarily rooted in anything internal to you. Sometimes it's not really you, it's them, astrologer Cindy Mckean tells Bustle. Quote opening square bracket ... closing square bracket. According to astrology, we're a product of our time and space. We get time stamped with the energies of the cosmos at the moment of our birth, giving us qualities unique to our zodiac sign. And, just like the natural world, there are zodiac signs that click, and others that aren't as compatible, and have a hard time understanding each other. With misunderstandings, people might be nasty. This astrological reality in no way means that you deserve to be treated badly, but everyone experiences these difficulties at one time or another. Here is the one thing people may mistakenly judge you for, based on your zodiac sign. 1. Aries, March 21st to April 19th, you're a go-getter. When you're as ambitious as an Aries, it makes sense that sometimes people will have a bit of an edge with you. Aries are go-getters, Mckean says. They like to move forward with no time to waste. People might perceive this as being aggressive when you're really just being assertive. So while others may judge you for this, you don't have to change who you are for anyone. 2. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th, they see you as stubborn. Tauruses are dedicated to doing things their own way. Other signs, however, struggle to wrap their minds around this. Slow and steady is the way to go for Taurus, Mckean says. People might perceive this as being stubborn. Yes, you're stubborn, but there are many facets to stubbornness such as patience, fortitude, determination, acceptance, loyalty, and dedication. For all of this, it may be worth occasionally rubbing shoulders with others from time to time. 3. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th, they think you're flaky. Geminis love to mix things up a bit, and maybe don't always follow through. And some people can get a bit nasty if they don't understand the Gemini wavelength. Full of nimble energy and a curiosity that keeps them in communication with people, people might perceive you as flaky, Mckean says. You aren't, you just like variety. Natural wordsmiths, you can easily point that out in an indirect manner as if they thought of the real perspective. You may want to make sure others are on the same page as you before making plans, to avoid this judgment. 4. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd, they see you as a fair-weather friend. Other signs don't always understand Cancer's emotional depth. So when you hold back, others can be a bit tough with you. Cancers are very sensitive and they like to avoid conflict, but people might perceive that you're a fair-weather friend, which couldn't be further from the truth, Mckean says. With time, people get to understand you for who you really are. Having patience for the day when people fully understand you can be worth the wait. 5. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd, they see you as arrogant. The energy Leos put out can rub off a bit negatively on others. As a Leo, you may find this quite surprising, and may end up being taken aback when people are judgmental in return. Ruled by the sun, Leos can't help but shine as bright and brilliantly as they can, Mckean says. People often misunderstand this as bragging or boasting, when it's really your confidence that you wear on your sleeve. Don't change, because that's a source of inspiration to others. You may just have to tough out a couple rough interactions with others. 6. Virgo, August 23 September 22nd, they find you overly critical. The ever-practical Virgo can make more sensitive zodiac signs uncomfortable. When this happens, other signs may snap back. Not one to miss a detail, Virgos are treated nasty for being critical, Mckean says. No one likes criticism, but yours is constructive. Surrounding yourself with people who understand you may help minimize these awkward moments. 7. Libra, Sept. 23 October 22nd, they think you're disloyal. For you, as a Libra, keeping all options open comes naturally. But others may judge you when they interpret this as a lack of loyalty. Ever the diplomat, Libra won't commit to one side or another, Mckean says. Some might perceive that as a lack of loyalty or commitment. When your friends have a point of view, humor them even if you don't agree. Not everyone can weigh out options like you can. Having a bit of patience with other signs may protect you in the long run. 8. Scorpio, October 23 November 21st, they stereotype you. Scorpios are one of the most misunderstood zodiac signs. And when people misinterpret your personality based on zodiac sign cliches, they can be nasty. Scorpios often get a bad rap for being cruel, oversexed, and vengeful, McKean says. Of all the signs, you recognize how people perceive you and you handle it perfectly, that it's their problem. Continuing to stay true to yourself can help you get through the difficult moments. 9. Sagittarius, November 22 December 21st, they don't see your point of view. For zodiac signs who see the world through a bit more of a negative lens, Sagittarius' point of view can be a bit threatening. Optimistic, enthusiastic, and open-minded, not everyone will understand what you are doing or where you're coming from, McKean says. You already know that if a person doesn't match your style, you move on, leaving judgments behind with that. Dealing with a nasty comment every once in a while is totally worth it if it means continuing to live life with such a positive attitude. 10. Capricorn, Dec. 22 January 19th, they find you stuffy. Capricorns are goal setters and go-getters. To others, this may be interpreted as you being boring and stuffy, and sometimes can extend to the point of verbal confrontation. People might accuse you of being stuffy or a stick in the mud, which isn't fun because all you're doing is keeping your nose to the grindstone, McKean says. Not one to be bothered by people's misperceptions, you keep your upward climb to your goals. Once you reach the summit, any mistreatment you received on the way up will change to awe. So keeping your eyes on the prize can help. 11. Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th, they think you're conceited. The thing that people may be most judgmental of you about as an Aquarius, your detachedness, may actually end up being the quality that helps you get through these difficult moments with ease. As open-minded as Aquariuses are, they are a fixed sign, and with that you may come across as conceited or detached, McKean says. Detachment isn't a bad quality, so use it more to help reduce the misperceived conceit. Letting moments of conflict roll off your back will help you stay strong. 12. Pisces, Feb. 19 March 20th, you're so nice. Pisces are one of the most sensitive, kindest signs of the zodiac. Because of this, when others are having difficult moments, they may take it out on you. Sometimes the nice ones get the brunt of people's frustration, McKean says. With your built-in radar sensing this coming, it's good that you are able to avoid conflict before it comes. Your ability to forgive will make one see the error of their ways. This may be a burden you have to bear, but Pisces have the emotional capacity to handle it with grace. People can be nasty sometimes. But, whatever your zodiac sign, it's up to you to remember that other people's bad behavior isn't necessarily a reflection on any of your own wrongdoings. Still, even when your perspective seems so intrinsic to you, it can be helpful to step into other people's shoes every once in a while.